I give commentary on the things I see on the internet. This is my show. I am on the entertainment purposes only side. I am not demanding that people listen to me. I am giving the information and then they get to choose. I'm also not bashing people. So why, you got to look at this. I like to look at people's human behavior. This is a social experiment for me, basically. Gabby is a social experiment. That's for damn sure. But you notice how we're going to go through it and I'm going to show you so that way you guys can see. I'm not a fucking liar. I'm not going to get on here and lie about other people. I may not always be right. When keeping it real goes wrong, I may not always be right. And if I'm not right, okay, I'm not right. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm saying this is the information. This is what I've done. And here we go. I can't show it because I was screen recording and I have like text. Hold on.
Deputy clerk's
right.
Voicemail said that they needed someone to return their call at, I have the number, but I'm not giving it to you bitches, because they had a packet of information that was pertaining to the case that I had filed, and it was proving that I was a scammer,
okay.
I was a fraud.
Now, I saw somebody in the comments there saying, Duchess, it was you calling? I would never. I
Expected a call back from the clerk, but the clerk didn't call them. The clerk called me.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You want to know why and how I know that that's a lie? Clerks, they have an administrative role. They are not on the legal side of things. They don't get to disclose information about who's called the courthouse and has said what about your case that you claim is confidential. So if the case is confidential, and this is where maybe some people were getting confused, that means that she requested the case to be confidential, meaning she requested that this case be sealed. They can have lawyers give them permission. No, they cannot. They have an administrative role. They file paperwork. They look up docket numbers. They assign, like, you know what I'm saying? They do everything within the administrative side, not the legal side. They cannot give people legal information or advice. They will not do that. They would never fucking call. They would not call her and say, hey, we're really concerned over here. You got a bunch of people calling and we've never seen this in 40 years. That would never happen. If you don't like me for saying that, I am sorry. That is not a personal dig at you. That is not a... My other thing is like, Fiesty, you don't have anything to prove to these people. Do you? Do you? I don't think you do. Just get on here and be you. And how do I know that? Okay. I'll tell you exactly how I know that. All right. Give me 1 second, okay? Hold on. Now, give me, please hold. Because I don't have a laptop right now. So when I look shit up, it takes me a second because I have to go and do it manually rather than just doing it. A paralegal, I don't know. But a court clerk is not a paralegal. But give me 1 second. I will show you how I know that. Just give me 1 sec. Another thing. Oh, I sure will. Come with facts. Okay, bet, Christy. I said, please hold. Like, hold on. Thank you. Goddamn. All right. Hold on, guys. Yeah, before I move on to the next, we will... Very simple, you guys. Your mind's gonna be blown. Are you ready? All right. A very simple Google search, perhaps even ChatGPT could have helped you find this information yourself. In general, a county clerk cannot request or decide to move a case or a hearing to another county. Now, she jumped down my throat for using the term jurisdiction. That is the correct legal term. Moving a court case from one county to another is jurisdiction. If you want to do that, you have to request by filing a motion through... Never mind. Let me go back to reading directly verbatim from the internet. Okay. The clerk's role is administrative. They handle filings, maintain records, and issue notices, but they have no authority to influence where or how a judge hears a case. Who can request a change of county? A change of venue. That would be the proper motion. A change of venue. Okay? Can only happen if one of these occurs. A party, meaning the plaintiff would be Fiesty, or the defendant would be whoever she's filing against. She did. All right, let's go back and listen. She requested. So she went in and met with the judge and requested all that to move her. She did? Because I heard that wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. Yes, and it needs to be yeah, hold on. Somebody just said she requested. I don't have a mod in here. You know what, Swiftie? I'm going to mod you, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Alrighty, so a plaintiff would be Fiesty. The defendant would be who she's filing against. Formally files a motion for a change of venue, explaining why the case should be heard elsewhere. Examples being bias, safety concerns, conflict of interest, or the inability to get a fair trial with the current judge. A judge independently decides to transfer the case, but only if there is legal justification, such as conflict of interest, security or privacy concerns, like could be, proper jurisdiction elsewhere. What Fiesty had said was that there were calls. Let's go back and listen. So are we all clear on that first part right there? We're going to go back to the video. Because I don't want to.
And the magistrate has decided to move this to another county.
The magistrate?
So now we're going to handle it in another county. I'm being inconvenienced even more because if you know where I'm at, I'm fucking 30 minutes from everything. I'm 30 minutes from everything. Nothing has been dismissed. Nothing has been...
She could be right about that. Now, that brings us to what is a restraining order? What is an ex parte? If you would like me to read this verbatim to you, I can, but just know I did my research. An ex parte motion, Fiesty is right. She did say that. She did say that she did not file an ex parte as this restraining order was not filed as an emergency. I just got restricted, guys. I got to restart, but that just goes and shows right there. Why are you trying to silence the truth? Why are they trying to silence me? That's suspicious. Is that not suspicious? All right, there you go. I put it up earlier. Right, I literally, it's plain as day for you guys. Filing a petition. Temporary order ex parte. So say, you know how like Gabby filed and she got that temporary restraining order? That means that it was an ex parte motion, meaning it was an emergency request for a restraining order. And I'm pretty sure in Florida, I think that they just grant it. I think like Florida is one of, and don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure Florida is an easy case to go and get a temporary RO. I think they just, I mean, how many times has Gabby filed? Come on now. Now, I know from personal experience, I have had 2 restraining orders against 2 different people, a man and a woman. Okay. I've done it. I've gone through the process. In my state, it is very, very, very difficult to get a restraining order. Okay? Very difficult. You have to have like a preponderance of evidence. Okay? Now, right now, I don't really know how serious they're taking online bullying or whatever the hell, or, you know, there is a, Fiesty knows people have the First Amendment right to say whatever they want to say on the internet, as long as they're not threatening, harassing, contacting, or anything else. So, but that we'll save that because we're on the restraining order part. There's a restraining order, and then she also mentioned something else. We're going to keep going through the recording, the screen recording. All right.
Deputy clerk's voicemail said that they needed someone to return their call at, I have the number, but I'm not giving it to you bitches. Because they
it ain't my number
of information that was pertaining
I can tell you this though, I do know for a fact, and anybody can go research this themselves too, it's public information. Kaylee did call the courthouse to find out information on the case filing. They would not or could not tell her anything due to either the case being sealed or not existing at all. That will bring me to another thing. I have a feeling I'm going to give you my determination at the end of this. And like I said, respectfully, Fiesty, this is not a attack at you as a person. I am literally giving commentary on the things I see on the internet. People should not be bringing their legal shit online. Real talk. I mean, if you're filing for a restraining order case and you're on here talking about the restraining order case, okay, so it's confidential. That doesn't mean that it wouldn't be filed in the system. That doesn't mean that, you know, Kaylee is the defendant. Meaning, she is the one whose the case is allegedly or was allegedly. I don't really know. It's all changed today. So let's just continue with the recording before I continue to speak.
And it was proving that I was a scammer, I was a fraud, and all the things.
There's no way a court clerk would ever call her and tell her that, by the way.
They expected a call back from the clerk, but the clerk didn't call them. The clerk called me.
No way.
The clerk called me.
Absolutely not.
And because they have never...
I literally have called the clerk once before to see if, never mind. I would incriminate myself if I just said what I was going to say. You see that? I would have incriminated myself if I just was going to say what I wanted to say to you guys about an experience with the court clerk.
They had to discuss this with the magistrate. And
no, you have to file a motion.
To move this
See?
to another county.
She's saying they had to discuss. Well, that's the problem. If you don't do things in silence, you're going to have people like me who will unalive themselves to dig it up. It was not hard. I didn't kill myself to freaking dig it up. I literally put in a freaking Google search. That's how easy it was. I'm a very resourceful person. Sorry. Does that make me a bad guy? I'm a bad guy because I'm a fucking resourceful. Sorry that I like to share resources with other people. I thought you people were all about resources.
I'm being inconvenienced even more because
very
if you
late.
know where I'm at, I'm fucking 30 minutes from everything.
Yeah. I'm not a bad person for doing my research, guys. I don't have a side in this. I don't pick sides. I like everybody who is kind. If you treat me well, I treat you well. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you back. I don't go as low as somebody like Kaylee. Kaylee is the devil. I've said it. I don't recommend. Trust me, I know from experience. I've experienced it. I don't recommend fucking with Kaylee. That bitch really. That girl made me cry. Me cry. If she made me cry, I can only imagine what she could do to you guys. No offense.
Nothing.
Just saying. I'm not as sensitive or easily offended as people on the internet. You know.
Already, I'll say it again. You guys should be able to see the civil suit in Marysville within the next 7 days.
All right, now that right there, we should be able to. Now that suspicious. And the reason for that is because once you file and a case is freaking filed, it's on the docket. There's no. The only thing is that they redact information, so it might not have like the. Respondent's name, address. What you mean she made me cry? Yeah, I made a video crying. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that, though. I already removed it off my TikTok because I was embarrassed after, so. Anyways, yeah, there could be information redacted, but ain't no way that it's going to take 7 days. Like, it's on there. You file, it's there. We saw even with Gabby's child dependency court filings. Those things were there. So even if it's confidential, it's still going to be on the docket. Now, I have not looked, but like I said, I know this information from simply watching somebody's live stream. I'll tell you, go watch Kaylee. I hate to admit it, but I did watch Kaylee's live stream yesterday. I had to, because Fiesty called me up in her box, and then when I said the same thing I've been saying, she fucking dropped me and said, respect is earned. Respect is given when respect is earned. Simply for me saying, I don't know why these people are smearing me to you. I think they're fucking jealous or something. I give commentary on things I see on the internet. I never said anything bad about you. I'm literally talking on the situation at hand. If that to me is not talking shit. Talking shit would be like, listen, you bell pepper ass, nose having ass bitch. And so on. But I don't say stuff like that. See what I'm saying? To me, there is levels. There's talking and giving commentary. And then there's talking shit. If I was talking shit, I'd be like, yo, I bet her husband cheated on her. That, you know what I mean? I'd be saying this fucked up shit that people like Haley say, or all these other low lives like Crazy B, like low vibrational, uneducated people. No offense, Swiftie, talk yo shit, girl. Talk yo shit. But hey, she's also giving commentary on things she sees on the internet. And hey, I'm not saying I won't ever pop off and talk shit. I will. I do. But you have to, get that response out of me first. I'm not just gonna come on here, and I never ever once came on here and was talking shit about Fiesty. I'm talking shit about the situation at hand. So, goddamn. If you want me to talk shit, I can talk some shit, bitch. You don't want me to you don't want to see that side. Don't bring it out of me.
On the workload.
I don't like being ugly.
I'm diligently looking, trying to see when it's going to be there. casket thump.
Now, all I said, I'll read to you what I said in the chat.
My clerk told me that they've received over 300 calls since 8 o'clock this morning.
Bullshit.
300 phone calls.
And I straight up said to Feisty, I don't believe you.
I understand y'all are invested in this shit, but y'all are interfering with the court proceeding.
We're not interfering. You're bringing this to a public platform. You're serving it to us warm. You're giving me the tea to sip. Okay? I got other tea on the back end. That's my shit. What I do on the back end is I find other tea for when this tea ain't warm enough. But right now it's hot, so we're talking about it.
Going in there about being harassed and stalked by people on the internet.
Now wait a minute. She is upset over comments that Kaylee made regarding her husband. She has referred to it as sexual assault. Or no, sexual harassment. I take that back. She has referred to it as sexual harassment. How is it sexual harassment? And she also took some things that Kaylee said out of context. Now, I fucking don't like Kaylee. I think Kaylee is a bad person. I think everybody should stay the fuck away from her. I think she's a very bad person. I don't like her. But I'm not gonna I can acknowledge if she's right or not. So I did research from the last time that Feisty tried to say, Feisty's chat went up in her box and tried to say that Kaylee was saying things about Feisty's husband doing illegal things regarding a minor or something inappropriate. That's not what was said. Okay? It was said about somebody else making comments about, you know what I'm saying? It's just a game of fucking telephone. So she's crashing out, pissed, and then somebody else comes up and is like, Duchess is whatever, talking shit, is a spy for Casey, is a spy for Kaylee, is a mod for Kaylee, is talking. So I get in the box and I say, I give commentary on things I see on the internet. Me and Kaylee, we're both on YouTube. I've never seen someone repeatedly fall for rage bait. Exactly. Wired jaw, and I can back that shit up. Well, shit. Thank you. But then what do? They fucking drop me. They accuse me of interrupting and talking over people because I am not gonna conform to your fucking false narrative. I am not gonna conform to your agenda. I'm not gonna let you put me up here and I am a fucking low level nobody creator. I'm not a creator. I'm just a fucking T-page, basically. A T-page. I'm a little bit more than a T-page. I'm more of like a National Enquirer. Okay. But anyways, you think I'm going to let you pull me up in a room of 2,000 people and humiliate me where nobody knows me? This is the first time they're ever seeing me or hearing of me and let you just diminish my fucking reputation or my credibility just like that? Close T. I'm from Rhode Island. It's close. Why is that okay? Why is it okay to pull a woman up into a box when you're claiming you're being bullied, harassed, and whatever, but you're doing it to other people? F wouldn't allow it to be done to her. Exactly. And it's not just Feisty. It's Feisty and associates. Not all of them. There's a couple of you and you know who you are. I ain't going to say your names because I don't want to get you in trouble. But the ones that like me, they've told me and let me know privately because they can't fucking say it publicly. They have to hide. It's fucked up.
Proved it for me.
That's not cool.
You couldn't even wait for a hearing to happen. And I'm going to say right now that I do not think it's Kaylee. And I do not think it's Gabby that did it.
Then who do you think it is, bitch?
I have the phone number.
What you trying to insinuate?
Voicemail.
That's the first time I commented. I said, if sure as hell wasn't the fuck me, I'll show you guys my call log right now. It was not me. Anybody else that watches me knows I'll read court documents if somebody else slides them to me. But I'm not going to go look at them myself. I'm not going to go look for them myself. But I'll read them if somebody else gives them to me.
I think it's people doing it to keep shit going.
No, you're keeping it going. You are.
I don't know if it's a text now number or not.
I ain't got no text now. I got Google Voice.
I know better than to call the number because I don't
call
want
it.
directly contacting anybody. I'll know who it is as soon as I hear the voice.
Interesting.
The courthouse closed at 4 o'clock. She was going back into a court hearing.
Because she addresses me in a second and because all of her... Never mind. If you're not familiar with the history of this last week, then I'm not going to bother to explain.
It's my case, y'all. It's my case.
And somebody in her chat said it was me. That's why.
About my case. I'm not the respondent. I'm the petitioner. So if you're calling down there trying to throw shade... It's not ordered yet, so it's not a violation. All it is going to help me strengthen it, though.
See? Okay. Now, there's such thing as building a case against somebody for a restraining order. But she said right there that the restraining order was not ordered yet, meaning that there was no emergency or no ex parte granted. Doesn't mean necessarily right then and there that it wasn't filed, except for the fact that she said that it's going to be now moved to another county and available in 7 days. That leads me to believe it was never filed in the first place. And I think that because simply viewing Kaylee's live where she said she called and they told her that there was nothing on file against her led me to do a little bit of research. I'm sorry. Like, do we know one thing about Kaylee? We know that she looks shit up. You know, she don't exactly do research. She don't know, like, you know what I mean? She spews a lot of shit. She's mean. She's hateful. But she knows how to look shit up. You know?
For this, I did not apply for an ex parte. Ex parte is an emergency.
You don't apply? Yeah. I mean,
I have an option to do an ex parte. There's no need for an ex parte. I think that's where the confusion has come in at.
So if there's no need for an ex parte, why are you even bother filing? Because she said something shitty about your husband? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit what somebody that's going through a divorce says about your husband? That's your husband. Why would you even dignify her fucking comments? A real baddie would ignore her and treat her like she don't exist. Because by responding, you're fueling her to keep going.
Magistrate moved that.
Fiesty, you don't have nothing to prove to none of these fucking people. Or why do you feel like you do for your own personal reasons, and I'm not going to comment on that. But you should be lying to your fucking supporters over it. Like, I don't know.
This is not, it only handles like a certain area. Y'all know how it is. We're split off in parishes and all that shit out here.
It's, this is no awareness group. There is no more awareness group. The awareness group has fucking imploded. There's bullies, cyber stalkers, okay? And then there's people that love the drama and love the entertainment that are here for the show. Me, I'm one of them people. I'm not a hater.
I don't know what y'all did in that courthouse today. You caused a serious issue down there. So,
now, we don't know who she's talking to exactly, but she's talking to somebody.
Now nobody's gonna know.
And this just so happened to be right after I posted my video that says the restraining order was denied. And the reason I posted that is simply just provide, and I'll show you that. This was right after I made that post. She was live within 5-10 minutes.
Oh, and Kaylee's got two coming. Kaylee is a co-defendant on one, and I'm filing a separate one.
Now, also, please keep in mind that before Fiesty even went to Florida, she had already said that there was papers on the way. Fuck, 1 second, guys. My daughter's texting me. Give me 1 sec. I just want to text when you know. Everybody, my phone don't ring all day, and then as soon as I get on here and start. Anyways, where was I? What was I saying? Fuck. Now I lost my train of thought. And shout out to my ADD fam. Yeah, I guess Mexican homie is awareness, but why is Mexican homie awareness? Is that because he's Mexican homie and not a Mexicana homie? If Mexican homie was a girl or a female, would she be as praised as Mexican homie? I was blocked out of Mexican homies live the other day too. You know why? Because I said justice for Duchess because of what Crazy B said to me. Terrible, disgusting, filthy, dirty things that I did not deserve to be talked to like that. For what? That day I was verbally abused for allegedly being a mod for Casey, which yes I did do, and there's reason, but I'm not going to get into that. Then the next day I'm getting fucking shit for being a spy for Kaylee. Which one is it? Because if anybody that knows anything, Casey and Kaylee, they were once working together and they broke up. And that's the whole reason why any of this shit about doxing and whatever came out. Because Casey flipped. Kaylee attacks Casey just as much as she attacks anybody else, if not worse, probably. So how would I be affiliated with the both of them if they're not affiliated with each other? I mean, make it make sense. I miss solo dolo. I don't work with nobody, not even Swiftie. I fucks with Swiftie though. I get a lot of shit. Yo, Irish Queen Bean came into my life, interrupted me and Fiesty a couple days ago just to tell me that Swiftie maybe hasn't done anything to fuck me over yet, but she will. I'm thinking to myself, bitch, what? How? We don't even talk. I pop in her live stream once or twice a week. She leaves a comment on a couple of my videos here and there. How the, what? Not gonna lie though, if she wants to send me some tuna, corn chips, apples, you're more than welcome to, Swiftie, because I love me some tuna and corn chips. It's a yummy little snack. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend. Just saying.
That's all you're getting.
That's all we're getting.
I really...
If you want to breadcrumb people, because that's what that says, this is breadcrumbing people, then you can't be surprised when people are trying to fucking... We are TikTok detectives. We are internet sleuths. We are credentials. No, we are non-credential, nosy ass, tea-sipping, dramatic bitches that they call TikTok detectives or online sleuths, I suppose you could say. All I did was literally look up the information. Oh, wait. Hold on. I missed the best part. What the hell am I doing? We ain't done yet. Hold on. I'm not the one that's causing this shit. Like, I wouldn't fucking make videos on people. Listen, if I see you bullying somebody, or if I see you going, or inconsistencies, or maybe being a little hypocritical on what you say you represent, and I make a video about you, that says more about you than it does me. Sorry, if you don't like being exposed, then don't do that shit. Hold on. And I'm not talking to Fiesty. I'm talking to her associates.
If you start blowing up that courthouse...
This is where I fucked up. Ready? I fucked up. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you so much.
If you start harassing that courthouse...
Guys, just hit the follow button. If you're going to watch, fucking hit the follow button.
And take it to Franklin County.
Or else we're going to be blocking everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Or else we turn on sub live, guys. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'm just kidding. I would have... Thanks, Boots. Yo, Boots. Hold on. Boots and Spurs is in the house. Much respect to Boots. I have a lot of respect for Boots, I have to say. Boots, I don't know who you're friends with, who you're not friends with, but I fucks with you. Like, and this is why. Are you ready? Boots gave me inspo to make one of my best. Hold on. One of my best. I'm proud of this one. Ready? You guys should be proud too. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Ah, don't blow it. Let me take off the background. One sec, guys. All right.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the pig got the F out.
You're new here. Boots in her pickle? Hell yeah. Boots is a vibe. Boots got on camera and I was like, slay. Slay, my girl. Slay the day. So thank you for that. I am honored. Thank you. Don't let what those people say about me ruin your... Listen, if you have a positive experience with somebody personally, don't let what somebody else says about that person make you not, go around them or follow them or whatever. That shit ain't cool, man. That shit is not cool. I do like what Fiesty said about only her clothes. Hold on. One sec. Let me not get ahead of myself.
Deputy clerks. So I just want y'all to know what's going on.
Not cool vibes, my girl. Ain't that right?
It's full of shit. That stuff is not public record. They cannot pull documents from Union County. They are not going to be granted permission to pull any documents from Union County. None of it.
Now that I don't know. There's a difference between pulling documents and there's a difference. Okay, there's a difference between pulling documents and being able to just check if something is on the docket. You see what I'm saying?
None of it.
If a case is filed, it then is public record. It doesn't matter. It is public record. There will be some sort of proof that that case exists. Okay? We saw in the case of Gabby, her dependency stuff, the names were not there, but the court hearings were still on the docket. You see what I'm saying? Covered a couple named Shani and Rev. I have not. There's something else I want to talk about today, though. It's a true. It's a.
I did not say.
Okay, Duchess. She's talking to me.
A random call from a stranger changes jurisdiction.
She did not say that a random call from a stranger changes jurisdiction. What did I want to see what I said exactly right there.
People playing games.
What did I say in the comments?
You wanted it so bad.
I said courts don't transfer filings just because somebody calls.
Court proceedings.
Courts don't transfer filings just because somebody calls.
Anybody that comes on here and tells you otherwise is full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
It's not public record. They cannot.
Then it doesn't exist.
From Union County.
Thank you.
They are not going to be granted permission to pull any documents.
That part might be true, but I'm talking about just the filing.
None of it. None of it.
You would be able to pull the records once the party is served, then you can pull the records. You can't pull the records until the other party is served. That part is true. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. She about to flip out on me, guys. I'm about to get it.
Duchess.
Yes? Yes, ma'am. Yes?
You know.
What? This is where I
did not say that a random call from a stranger changes jurisdiction. That's not what I said.
I think it might still be on the docket. And you can request, like she can request to have her restraining order sealed. Thank you for the Witcher Kitty.
Okay? I don't understand why you continue to bring it's the follow back for me.
What's that mean? What's the follow back for me? I follow you, Fiesty, just like I follow everybody else. I don't hate you or dislike you. I don't know what the follow back means, but okay.
It's the follow back for me.
Yo, everybody follow me back. You follow me, I'll follow you. Hey!
Why would I get on here and lie knowing there's people like you out there that's gonna fucking unalive themselves?
Hold up! Wait. Could you imagine had somebody said something like that to her? The outrage. Could you imagine if somebody had said something of that sort to her? The fucking what if I was suicidal? I'm saying it. I'm using big words today with my whole ass chest. Why is that okay? And then hold on, wait.
Why would I get on here and lie about it? I don't have to fucking lie.
You sure about
I
that?
don't have to lie.
Sure about that?
This is not worth lying over.
Then why are you reacting? Why am I getting you so pressed?
Worth it. What the fuck? Why would I make up something?
Then I said unalive myself though. I'm like, wait, unalive myself though? That's a bit deep. You don't say that to somebody. That's crazy work. Imagine if somebody said that to her. Just imagine. I'm just saying. That's foul.
Like that. It makes absolutely, but you don't want to.
Krashout Shawn, did I summon for you? Then get the fuck up out of here. You ain't welcome. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. You all welcome in here. I have no beef with anybody. But, fuck you, Krashout Shawn. That's for the people.
To you. You know, my girl came to me yesterday. See, now you done fucking pissed me off. My girl came to me yesterday.
Bitch, what?
You know what, Fiesty? You should probably talk to her. I think people are trying to start shit.
Wait. Her friend, she just said her friend went to her yesterday and said, hold on, Fiesty. Somebody went to her yesterday. Whoever you are, glory be to God. I don't have beef with you either. Well, we ain't going to be besties, bitch. So just simmer down, pipe her down. No, I'm kidding. We're cool. I'm cool with everybody. Listen, you cool to me, I'm cool to you. I think at this point, guys, we have to realize that Kaylee does what Kaylee wants to do on Kaylee's platform. There ain't nothing that none of us are going to be able to do to change that. And I think that we have tried to get Kaylee to maybe be accountable for certain things, and she's not going to do it. And we either are going to sit here and fucking dwell on this, or we're going to move the fuck on. I have moved on. Okay? I highly recommend everybody else move on. Because shit, if I didn't move on, that bitch would still be coming for me with a pitchfork, and I didn't want to deal with that. I'm not going to lie. I don't want that negativity following my life. I don't. I really don't. I don't want to be fucking made fun of and cracked on and all that. I don't. Who does? We can't force people to do anything they don't want to do. Exactly. Even though, despite I have actually I have not hated Kaylee, but Kaylee and I have had a problem. She's disliked me and I've disliked her. She's sent people to report me and people have done the same back. Now, we are both on YouTube. That is like really the only thing her and I have in common at this point. But do you think I'm going to tell people like, don't go watch Kaylee? No, because they are allowed to if they want to. And even if I go in Kaylee's chat and fucking troll her or say something silly that she isn't even going to respond to, who gives a shit? Me going in somebody's chat or you going in somebody's chat does not mean you're sitting with that person. Like, I hate that expression. We aren't sitting together. We're on the internet, guys. This is the internet. It is real life, but it isn't at the same time. Granted, I get some of you guys develop parasocial relationships and hey, that's your business. But you cannot just group everybody into being like in that box. Like, Fiesty hates when she can't intimidate people. This shit is making people like Krashout Shawn and Kaylee fucking watch me now and maybe not hate me as much because they're like, oh wait. And I've always said from the beginning that Kaylee and I, if she knew me and if her and I ever did talk, we probably would see eye to eye on some things. That is a fact. I'm going to admit that. There are some things that I 100% can agree with Kaylee on. But there's also a lot of shit that I can't. But hey, that's her business. And I ain't fucking opening my mouth about it because I don't really want to be terrorized on Nap. Thank you, Shawn. Appreciate that.
I hadn't said another fucking word. Here you come.
Me.
Acting like I'm a fucking liar.
I didn't say you're a liar. Wait. I did not never once said you're a liar. All I said was whatever the hell I said. It wasn't even nothing. I don't know what I said. I disagree or I stated a fact. Do I have to go? I should have wrote that down. I literally said, what did I say? I'll tell you right here.
What is it? If you don't like me, don't come over here.
I don't not like you though.
Find somebody else's tea to sip on.
Oh, I will.
If you think I'm full of shit, sit back and watch.
Yeah, after the fact, of course. After the fact, once she said that I am calling her a liar, and that's how she interpreted that. Sure. I said, I don't believe you. Fine. Sure. Hey, I don't believe you. Yeah. Okay. You said it, not me. The fuck? I would have never just come out here and be like, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't believe you, Fiesty. I've said it to your face and then I got blocked. So what's that tell you guys?
Sit back and watch.
I am. Don't worry. I will.
For the love of fucking Christ, you are so busy trying.
Not that busy. It's real simple. I mean, I literally took a shower, got ready, and looked all this information up within an hour, hour and a half. I technically work for Meta too as an influencer. Shut up. Yeah, I heard, I'm not even gonna fucking, don't get me going. I don't want to talk shit, guys. But hey, I too have received gifts from Mark Zuckerberg. He's one of my sugar daddies. That's why they hate me so much. Mark Zuckerberg is one of my sugar daddies. That's how I know all this. Just saying. See this gold-plated D around? Mark Zuckerberg himself gave this to me. He said, keep shining, girl. Don't let nobody dim your shine. And I said, all right, daddy. And here we are. How else you think I pay my rent? The fuck? You think I pay for that? The fuck? He loves me. He loves me, but I've been cheating on him with one of his fucking board members and he don't know. Oh, shit. Guys, don't go tell Mark Zuckerberg that I'm also sleeping with half of his board members as well, please. The fancy gold-plated. He gave me this gold-plated, 14-karat gold-plated. And these diamond earrings, these fine cubic zirconia. They ain't moissanite. They're straight zirconia. You can't do it like me. But hey, I'm not on here to pick apart everything you fucking say. I'm a lucky gal. I know. We do it with the lights off, though. Just saying. Actually, I used to have this hilarious Mark Zuckerberg meme. It's Mark Zuckerberg holding a sign and it says, I want to do sexual things with you, but I don't know how to tell you, so I'm going to show you this. And it's just like a meme, and it says, I want to do sexual things with you. Like, but I don't know how to tell you, so I'm just going to show you this. It was really funny. Anyways, see? Okay, look at, we got this person. I sound goofy. I am fucking goofy, bitch. What do you mean I sound goofy? I am fucking goofy. The hell? It's part of my charm. And I never not said, hey, if Fiesty is the greatest of all time in your eyes, then that's great. Good for you. So you guys blindly and loyally support her. So she doesn't need to get on here and prove anything to you. I'll message Duchess on my main since all these weirdos in here. All right. Oh, shit. Okay. Pop out, guys. Can you please play it again? I sure can. Yeah, the whole thing. Sure. This is only like 8 minutes, but yeah. Bill Gates. Oh, shit. Listen, none of y'all can compete with me. I'm the GOAT in this bitch now, okay? Just kidding. There's room for everybody. We can all women can support women. We don't have to tear each other down and hate each other. Like, that is so... I went to high school a long time ago, and I'm not trying to go back. They bullied me there, too, because I had bigger boobs than everybody, and I was fucking picked on. It wasn't nice. You know how many days in high school I went home and cried to my mom? Mom, why don't people like me? I just want to be liked. Oh, like me. Then I grew up and said, you know what? Fuck that. I don't need approval from anybody but me. I like me. And that's all that matters. And that's how I encourage other people to be. Because you people that are content creators, I mean, influencers, people on the internet, they influence people. So if you claim to be on here doing something, can you play bad thing? She said the bad thing. Yeah, I made a video, actually. It's right on my page. Because, hey, like I said, if I see you doing some trifling ass shit, I'm going to expose you. And if you don't like that, sorry, you can keep blocking me, but I'm just going to come back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
I'm working on it, but...
I'm just going to keep coming back like 2.0's herpes, just saying. Like, you can't get rid of me. You cannot hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Just saying.
Why would I get on here and lie, knowing there's people like you out there that's gonna fucking unalive themselves digging for it anyway? Why would I get on here?
I really wanted to pretend to like throw and then fall back on the couch, but I tried and they fucking wouldn't. What they do, they like literally, I don't know what it was. I was in violation of community guidelines. She posted PPP's sister on her page. This woman is vile. I'm not going to try to... She still has a picture of PPP's sister. Oh, who you guys talking about? Kaylee? Okay. I'm going to say this again. I said it in my last live stream. What I did, and it worked for me, and I'm going based off my experience. Once I knew that Kaylee had pulled my file, she had me clocked. And I was just going to be on standby until the day that she needed fucking content, and I was going to be the, subject picked. I sent a message and was like, hey, since we're both on YouTube now and we're both monetized on YouTube, let's not fuck up this situation and just whoop. Because if you come for me, I'm coming for you. So I was like, I won't speak on you anymore if you don't speak on me. She said, all right, bet. And that's been the case ever since. And I've still gone in Fiesty's live and said publicly while Kaylee's listening, you can't trust Kaylee. Kaylee is a rage baiter. I don't even want to have to say anything about Kaylee. But Kaylee is a rage baiter. So if you fuel her, she's going to use that to rage bait you, your viewers, your supporters, or the people that hate you. And then she's going to fucking brainwash them into becoming crash outs. And then those crash outs are going to infiltrate your whole fucking family. Until the point that you either lose your mind or go away, I think. I don't know, but it ain't looking good. Duchess, not Kaylee? I don't know. I'm Duchess. I don't know. I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit. I think that, I think Tiffany and Pink did an amazing job with that presentation that they did, with the timeline, breaking shit down. Kaylee, it was not nice of you to make fun of them. We don't all have multi-streaming microphones like you do, with fucking nifty laptops and trinkets and shit. We don't all have that. Some of us are poor, okay? Like me, not them. So, Kaylee was making fun of them because, they all want to be like me and blah, blah. No, they did an amazing job. They took tons of time, effort, research to put that presentation together. And they did a great job. And they caught a lot of fucking backlash for that and a lot of shit. And it's just not okay. So I've realized after that, I would just we all need to move on. We all need to move on. I mean, do you know how many people there are that probably need restraining orders for their actual safety in real life? This is all just wasting time and resources and money. The fuck? They literally cut off EBT. There's fucking single moms and families and people that are going to be starving in a month, and we're donating money to lawyer fees for some frivolous bullshit? Fuck that. Stop. Well, that's you, Stephanie. You don't have to, but I'm saying for me and my piece, I'm moving on. I have moved on. I got some other shit I want to talk about. Wait, we got a lot of shit to still cover here, though. We ain't done yet. Where was I going next, though? Where was I going next? If you want to harbor resentment and shit, this is the internet, dude. If you want to fuck around and find out, you're going to fuck around and find out. You know, it's the internet. And unfortunately, there's like no real laws yet. They got like cyber stalking laws and shit like that. Oh, okay, this is where we're going to go. Yo, that's Kaylee has an audience for that. It's they okay. You guys ever heard of Turtle Boy? You guys, you know Turtle Boy? Turtle Boy is somebody who's local to me, and he is really, really bad. So Turtle Boy and I dated back in the day. I might be Turtle Boy's mom. I'm not quite sure. Turtle Boy was birthed like right after that because I moved to Dubai. Okay, I moved to Dubai, right? Anyways, Turtle Boy was basically anonymous up until maybe he came out, he like revealed his identity like a little bit before the Karen Reed trial, but when I left for Dubai, he was anonymous and he was just roasting people locally, and it was pretty funny, but it was a local thing. And then Karen Reed, he broke out and became, he went national with that. Well, Turtle Boy raised millions of dollars for Karen Reed. He was basically disclosing and putting out on social media facts of the case, facts and things that the media were not speaking on. He said, oh, wait a second. Oh, hell to the no. He took it to his platform where he already had an established small platform. And she was tried 2 times, not once, twice, for murder. And if it weren't for him, she probably would have had to take a plea deal and, they would have pinned that on her. But no, with his help, she was acquitted on 2 murder charges. Anyways, he said blowing me. He said something about his dick and Karen Reed. Like, that's all I know. And she didn't like it. So that's a whole other drama. And then he has like rivalries, like these other guys, JFK and shit, who are also local. And Sweet James. So now she's like working with them. And then there's that's not what she's mad about. Okay. You know more than I do. Whatever your name is. What's your name? Mel Anna. Well, I'm not going to just give you the whole business, but there was a phone conversation where she was yelling at him and it was recorded and he shouldn't have recorded it. And I'm not saying he did record it, but that phone conversation of her spazzing out on him got leaked somehow. And he says he didn't do it, that it was somebody else. But did he really do it? I think he probably did. So I'm just saying that guy right there plays fucking dirty, like really dirty. And he's always done this to people for a long time and people hate him for it. But guess what? It worked out for his career eventually. Now that he's like fucking pushing 50 or however old now, he's in his 40s, but still. I'm just saying. There is an audience for everybody. And maybe just because we don't like what Kaylee does and I don't, seems to be people that do. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm giving an example of a situation where it's way more mainstream than TikTok. See what I'm saying? But I don't know what I'm talking about, guys, so just don't listen to anything I say. I'm wrong. Posted family members and stuff. Oh, shit, you think that's bad? You should see some... Girl. I don't even... Turtle Boy he just got fucking... Literally, he had 27 witness intimidation charges pending. He literally was just acquitted of to get the exact number, I'd have to look at it. But I'm telling you, this shit's messy out here in these internet streets. So, and I can't, listen, if you don't take what I say verbatim, I could have gotten a word here wrong, or a word there wrong, or a word here wrong. But if you think that TB is just going to hop up and be like, hey, this is what happened, you're fucking out of your mind. So I just shared something with you that maybe, I don't know, you didn't get from what he says. But he is never going to be like, how long did he say he was going to get an interview? Did he ever get an interview? No. Karen never gave him an interview. Ever. Her lawyer did, though. So, hey, that's something. Better than nothing, right? I'll take that, but you think that's good enough for him? No. But I tried to stand up for this cause, and I just kept fucking getting roadblocked and roadblocked and roadblocked. And I'm just one person. So I've realized I'm just gonna let this shit go, and then maybe I can use my experiences to share with other people. It's just fucking not worth it, One thing I said about Fiesty before I was treated the way that I've been treated by her people was I once thought, and I don't know if I feel like this anymore, honestly, but I once thought that she used her platform for good. Also, hello, this other bitch is fucking, she's pregnant all of a sudden. Gabby's pregnant, guys. Oh, congratulations. Like, what the fuck? Now, anybody with a motherfucking brain, not a brain, anybody with time like me, because you know me, I'm going to unalive myself unless I get to the bottom of it. I got to the bottom of it. Ready? I got to the bottom of it. I got to the bottom of it pretty quick. With the help of Teresa. I have to say, Teresa, I jocked this off your page. Just saying. I jocked this off your page. If you were nice, I would have given you a credit. But I'm giving you one now, so here you go. All right. Hold on a second.
I have a baby to support. 2 kids now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You shouldn't have to apologize on her behalf, though. But I appreciate you. I just don't think it's right to let people tell you, like, who you can and cannot watch or who you can and cannot like. It's not cool. All right. Gabby's pregnant. Now, this is 10. Today is, today's the 30th. This is 10:28 at 12:15 a.m. Oh, wait, what was that?
I don't think I'm pregnant. Why? I'm so fucking emotional. I am pretty emotional. Yes, we.
Oh.
It's impossible for me to get pregnant right now, you guys.
Is it?
I'm pregnant.
This is 2 days ago.
This is a fucking period.
This is 2 days ago. The hell? What in the helly? That's suspicious.
I'm waiting till I get my period and we'll see what happens. I'm confused. You showed us your blood clot and you said you had your period.
She showed us her blood clot. What in the fuck?
That was in the first week of October, and now we're, it's every 28 days, so we're almost at another 28 days.
That would mean what exactly?
And I didn't really have a period. And it was weird. And I wasn't
exactly. Boom, right there, Philo. That heifer ain't pregnant. Boom, right there, Philo. That heifer ain't pregnant. We don't even need to finish the whole fucking video for the timeline to determine that, right? But what do you think she's doing then? If I had to make a guess, and this is just as an eyewitness watching from the back end, I would say that perhaps her little comeback grift with Danny went terribly wrong. That shit went way wrong. So let's see, she has to do plan B, plan C, plan D. Perhaps she's gearing up to, because it was one of her viewers that said, "You sure you're not pregnant?" Because her viewers, they don't know what we know. So they're all in there all dumb, feeling bad because this girl legit has been bullied, cyberstalked, and harassed tremendously by these people. She deserves it. I'm not saying she don't deserve it. She fucking deserves it. But it is still a fact that it has been done. It's a fact. These people have done they have literally broken this girl. They've broken her down to the point that she will sacrifice her own child if it means reclaiming just a little fucking bit of her humanity. It's sad. It's sad. And if I was a weak-minded, simpleton little girl, I'm saying, when is enough enough? Like, what do you got with girl unalive herself? The fuck kind of comment is that? Is that when you guys will be satisfied? Because I've never once gone in her chat and have said anything fucking hurtful to her. I have never, ever done anything of that. So I just make funny videos and am amused by it. Well, if you not, hey, listen, I'm not for everybody, Shelly, Missy, whatever, Missy, Shelly, I'm not for everybody. But I'm saying, like, it becomes a point where clearly this person is struggling. You can see it. We can see it. We can see the decline in her, the way she looks, her health, her overall well-being. You know, she's a narcissist. I'm convinced she's a narcissist, and it seems like she'll literally stop at nothing if it means like winning. Like she just wants to win or wants to prove something. I don't care about all that. Okay, Feisty's in here. I will zip. Hello.
I told you to do what?
Wait,
Show.
what?
I want you to show the class where I told you to unalive yourself.
I
Show
didn't
it.
say you told me to. I said,
Show it. Show it. I
okay,
also
sure.
want you to show. I also want you to show the class where I'm cheating on my husband with a board member. Show it.
What the fuck,
Show
guys?
it.
I said
Show
I'm
it.
cheating on Mark Zuckerberg with his board members. What?
Okay.
Whoever said
Somebody.
that.
Oh, hold on, because we need to squash this shit right now. There's too many people going in between me and you with the bullshit. I understand that you have an opinion, and that's all you. You can have all your opinions. I'm not a narcissist. Okay.
Not
I
you. I
need
was
to make
talking about
that very
Gabby.
clear. Okay, I just need to
I
make
wasn't
it
talking
clear
about
to you
you.
that I'm not. Hold on, Duchess. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people keep coming in between me and you. But if you have an issue with me, like we handled it in the inbox before, I told you, I said, you don't speak on me and I won't speak on you. I'm not speaking on you. You keep coming to my platform where you obviously have a problem. So if you have a problem, why do you keep coming there?
I don't have a problem. I give
Well,
commentary
obviously you
based
do,
off of the
because I'm
stuff I
getting
finish.
messages from people that I trust the most telling me you're over here running your mouth. And then when I grab a box, you start fucking stuttering. So tell me what the hell you had to
Wait a
say.
minute. I'm not
Tell me
stuttering.
what you had to say. I
Okay.
never told you
Hold
to
on. I gotta
unalive
think it.
yourself.
You're putting me on the
I'm
spot. Can I
waiting
get a
on you
second
to
to
show
reflect?
me where I told you to
You start with,
unalive yourself. Show me where it came
oh,
from
hold
me.
on.
Show
I'm not
me.
I'm not a fucking
Show
computer.
me.
Patience. 1 second.
Show me where I told anybody to
I'm doing
unalive
it. Give me
themselves.
a second. You're gonna make me nervous if you keep shouting at me, please. 1 second. God damn.
Issue.
If somebody's starting shit, we need to figure out who it is that's starting shit,
Nah, I'm
because
just
I
giving
haven't told
commentary.
nobody to unalive themselves. Nobody.
No. Okay. So I think it's time for everybody.
Please hold.
You don't get to interfere with my. I did not say love is not public.
Hold on. I gotta get to it.
You don't get to
See,
interfere.
this right here is why people have a hard time with you, because I see Shawn in here. She's the one that directly contacted me with that fucking psyche eval. Shawn, why don't you reach out to
So
PI
that's
and ask her
listen.
why she's circulating
You
Gabby's second
you
book?
haven't heard
Can we
it,
talk about why PI is
bro.
fucking circulating Gabby's second book? I'm sorry. Shawn is all up in here and she's doing
Shawn
the
came
most.
in here. I said, "Fuck you, Shawn," and then I was like, "Listen, I have."
Shawn's all up in here doing the most. Sorry.
I said, "Fuck you, Shawn," and then I said, "You know what? Everybody's welcome here." I don't. I have moved on from the shit that Kaylee has done to me. I have said that I recommend and suggest anybody that has whatever going on with her move the fuck on. You know what I mean? Because she's running her platform the way that she wants, and she isn't going to stop. And all your reactions, and I know from experience because I've been there, is just fueling her to do more. You see what I'm saying? This is the first time Shawn's ever been in here. She said, "I don't hate you." I said, "Bet I don't hate anybody. I'm not a hateful person. I'm in here giving commentary on the things I see online. I have been now called into harassed by your people. Okay, but I'm not going to go into that because I'm not trying to fight. It's not your fault. I don't hold you responsible for what your people do. But hold on.
I want y'all to know what's going on. Anybody that comes on any documents from Union.
Hold
I
on.
did not say that a random continue to bring your. It's the follow back for me. It's the follow back for me.
What people? Not you, Melina. I've already talked to you.
On here,
Crazy B.
Knowing there's people like you out there that's gonna fucking unalive themselves, digging for it anyway.
That's not, when I
What I
said that, that's not me saying that you're like literally going to. I can't say, you know, the slang, you're going to, trying to get something done. It's literally slang. I would never tell somebody to go and unalive themselves. And for you to twist that and expect me to believe what's coming out of your mouth, but you're going to twist something that comes out of mine, I would
Could
never
you
say
imagine
that.
if I said something like that to you?
No, ma'am, because I wouldn't have taken it out of context. When I
Bullshit.
say
Taking
because we
everything out
have
of context.
no, because we have to watch how we word things on TikTok. That's the reason why it was said that way. But I'll say it the way I needed to say it, and I'll catch a ban for it. I'm not gonna kill myself digging into somebody's shit trying to get an
Neither am
aha
I.
moment. That's what I meant. So now that I've verbalized it, do you understand it better? You're not going to go out of your
Sure, but
way and
it
kill.
wasn't right of you to
You're not
say
going to
that.
put yourself out to involve yourself in something that does not matter to you. Legal
It
matters
does matter to
between
me. This is
me
my
and
show.
Gabby. No, I'm talking about the legal matters between me, Gabby, and Kaylee. These people that are calling the courthouses and all this kind of stuff, they are going out of their way to insert them. That's who I'm
Stacey,
talking
you
about. I
don't have
wasn't
anything to
talking to you.
prove to any of these people. I'm trying to tell you that. Like, fuck
But when
what
you
people
ask me
think.
specific questions, I feel like I have to prove it to you because
No,
you
you don't
have
have anything to prove
questions.
to me. No, I just
Then
give
what's the point of a
commentary based off the
question?
things that I see. They're not questions. I give commentary on internet shit. I
But
don't
no,
think.
you came to me and said you had questions about things I said. You
No,
said
other
that
people told you
specifically.
that. Other
No,
people
ma'am,
told you
you
that.
were in my box that day. You said you had questions for me. We just never
Yeah,
got that far.
that I went over in my life. So Melina was in here the other day. What I fucked up, Feisty?
Hold on. Can I interrupt you just a second, Duchess?
Yes.
Listen, Lane, I don't know how to say your name down there. I promise you, when this is done, I'm going to prove people called that courthouse today. I cannot play the
I
voicemail that
didn't
was
say that
left at
they
that
didn't.
courthouse. I know you didn't. I can't play that voicemail that was left at the courthouse, but I have the phone number and the voicemail that was left at that courthouse. I promise you, people did call that courthouse today. I'm not saying it was Kaylee. I'm not saying it was Gabby. I'm telling you, people did call that courthouse today, and it's being taken care of. People can choose to believe it or not choose to believe it. It's like you said, it's not up to me to make these people believe. But when you are using your platform and your voice, they're feeding into your shit towards me. When I use my platform and my voice, they're feeding in towards my shit towards you. They're all feeding into the drama, period. Period. But none of them will get in a box and say what we have to say.
Yeah, I've had to defend myself, not because of you directly, but people
Fuck
like.
you, Swifty, you Drew Carey looking
I
bitch.
like
Fuck
Swifty.
you.
Please don't do
Fuck
that.
you,
I like
Swifty.
Swifty. I like
Well, you are
Swifty.
the
I'm not in
company you keep,
alliance with
Duchess.
her.
Fuck that nasty bitch. That
Oh, come
fucking
on.
content
Don't do
stealing bitch.
that.
Fuck Swifty, yo
Don't do
Drew Carey
that.
looking
Don't do
bitch.
that.
Drew
Feisty.
Carey looking bitch. Drop me.
Stop. Not cool, man. Don't do that shit. I'm not doing that shit. What the fuck? Swifty, you dropped her? Shit. Hey, we don't do that here, man. I'm not doing that to anybody. Yo, she came in here saying what my husband had. I said, oh shit, I didn't say. I said I was having an affair with the. Oh, who? Oh, she dropped herself. Shit. All right. Yeah. Hey, but I will say, Feisty, you are entitled to feel that way, but that's not the way that I like to run my platform, and that's not the way that we talk about people in here. I'm not cool with that, and I would never let Swifty, get up in my box and speak on you that way. What comments? I'm going back to. I'll play the recording. I'll play the recording of your live before I. Okay, sure. Go. Hey, people are entitled to their opinions, Melina. But they're talking shit in your comments while I'm in your. What is? I didn't see what Swifty said. Hold on. She said, "Wow, laughing emoji, poop emoji." Then quit talking about it on live, duh. Okay. The queen of running with shit and twisting shit. I promise you I'm gonna prove. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody, Swifty. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I have said, now this is my opinion. I'm not a voice for the people, unless they're my people. But like, you have a good evening. I tried to see a point. I know, Melina, I'm sorry that unfortunately you have to go in your direction, but I'm not here choosing sides. I'm not on fucking Kaylee's side. I like Swifty. Swifty has done nothing wrong to me ever. But I wouldn't let Swifty get in a box and disparage or call anybody else names. Like, that's not what we're doing here. I don't know, man. I'll fucking rewatch the replay. How about you shut up? Goddamn, why you guys all fighting in here? Come on, man. Casey, yo, now we're bringing Casey into it? Shit. It's a fucking free-for-all. I don't know why opinions get people... Right? These are just opinions. Thank you. No. Feisty. You said that I accused you of being a liar. Then I responded and said, okay, no, I don't believe you. I never once ever called you a liar. I was just wondering why you immediately took what I was saying to you as me calling you a liar. I never said you were a liar. I dropped a fact in the chat. I'm sorry that you feel you have to do that, but okay. That's you're entitled to do that. I'm sorry that you feel you have to prove anything. You don't. None of us got nothing to prove realistically. It's the fucking internet. And I'm not saying that you did, I'm not saying you did anything. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying that I don't believe that a fucking court clerk whose role is an administrative position would be able to do anything as far as changing count, whatever the fuck. That's all. I mean, it is what it is. I just fucking anything Google, you Google the shit and it'll tell you the same thing. They both need to box up. They won't. They clearly can't talk. Fiesty does not like Swiftie at all. Deputy clerk. Okay. Deputy clerk. Well, let me go. I'll fucking research deputy clerk. And these are just my opinions. I'm not telling anybody that these are fact. This is my opinion. And you don't have, like, but I don't choose sides here. Like, I am just fucking looking at all angles. I watch Fiesty. I watch Swiftie sometimes. Not even all that much. I probably watch Fiesty more than I watch Swiftie. Realistically, because she covers a lot of Danny stuff. I'm not supposed to, but I will send it. Take that opinion and shove it. Shit. She wants me to take my opinion and shove it up. All right. Well, hey, I can't promise I'm going to do that, but I'm entitled to anybody else's opinion, and I am entitled to hear anybody else's thoughts. And I'm not going to sit here and tell people not to fucking believe you or not to follow you. Hey, I may not always be right. I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. Just saying. I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. You and your shit. I wish. Why can you have a conversation with Swiftie without yelling or swearing and maybe hash some of this shit out? Could you? Why don't we try that? Don't you think that would be a healthy, positive step in maybe the right direction? Okay, it's just me. You're a fucking, what do you call? You're like a minion, a follower, and we don't take advice from peasants. Sorry. I literally told you my resources are ChatGPT motherfucking T. Like, really? You could go in ChatGPT and check for yourself. Like, it's not that difficult. Okay, if you don't need that woman, then all right, you're the one that brought it up. Calling her Drew Carey and shit. Why she gotta be Drew Carey? Not you. I talked to that one specific person. I didn't say you're a peasant. I said that one specific person who's clearly a minion. They're a peasant, not you. Because she looks just like him. Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. See, that's why dating anything feisty about her man. I never said nothing about Feisty's husband. Do I think it's right that this person spoke on her husband? Fuck no. But if it was me and I was feisty, I wouldn't even dignify that shit. Because who gives a fuck? You're like acknowledging it and letting it bother you is giving Kaylee the response that she wants. But hey, Fiesty wants to do things her way. That's on to her. But don't be mad at people that speak on it because it's fucking internet. It's public for anybody. No! Hey, Fiesty, she did not accuse your husband of a fucking crime. I went back and watched myself. She did not accuse your husband. Okay? She did say something very shitty, and I don't even want to have to repeat it here. She said that somebody else made a comment about your husband. She did not say your husband did any of that. That is wrong. So don't be mad. Don't shoot the messenger. I watched back and watched. She said something shitty. She shouldn't be talking about your fucking family. I told her that. She shouldn't be doing that. But I'm not a Kaylee supporter. Kaylee don't fucking like me. Just like everybody else. But I will tell you what she did not say. No, I'm correcting misinformation that's getting put in my chat. Nobody said your husband did anything criminal. Nobody said you did anything criminal as far as I know. So no, that's not the narrative I don't conform to your agenda. Sorry. I don't conform to anybody's agenda. I know what I know and what I do not know, and I can give my opinions in between. I'm not trying to fucking persuade anybody one way or another way. I don't have an agenda. Clearly you do. And it's to prove yourself to something somewhere that has nothing to do with me. So Feisty's husband should have never been brought into it. I 100% agree. That shit is fucking wrong. Dead wrong. But hey, the only way she's gonna stop is if she stops getting a negative response. Some people like attention. Negative attention sometimes is better than no attention at all. Okay, sorry, just me. I'm not for everybody. Not everybody's gonna like me. See, the comments be fucking shit up. The comments be the real problem. Look at them down there. Look at them. Look at you guys, you little fucking rascals. They're the ones that be stirring all this shit up. Goddamn. But I'm not gonna sit here and call you all names and call you stupid and all sorts of shit like that. No. Hey, this is a safe place to talk about the hard shit. You want to talk your shit in here? Talk your shit. But hey, calling somebody Drew Carey, hell no, that's fucked up. I think women should support women, and women shouldn't be commenting on other women's looks. Like, fuck that shit. I don't stand for that. But yeah, goddamn, I'm sorry. I'm starting to have a hot flash, guys. Shit. Feisty got me shooketh for like a point of a second. Yeah, they always mute me and they always drop me, so I never get to say anything. She's had plenty of vile things to say about me. She's a big girl. She can fight for herself. I think she feels you're trying to fucking take down her platform, honestly. I think she's trying I think she feels like you're trying to paint a narrative about her that she does not feel is accurate. That's my observation. That is just my opinion. She never said that. I don't know if that's how she feels. I shouldn't be speaking on how she appeals. I know, but I think that she's like, the only reason why I could even say that I can see her perspective on this is because that first day that I was in your box on a time limited schedule trying to talk to you, and that friend of yours, Irish Queen Bean, came in, she for some reason started to say like, just because Swiftie hasn't done anything to you yet doesn't mean she's not going to. Like, I'm like, yo, I pop in Swiftie's fucking live maybe once or twice, 3 times a month. That's as far as I don't have a parasocial relationship with anybody on here. So even if she wanted to do something to me, she wouldn't be able to. But I like, one side where they talk a little shit, and then I like the other side where they give the information and the facts. But Feisty, what I want to say is I think that fucking Gabby is planning her next grift because her fucking return with whatever her name didn't work out. And unfortunately, I feel like if these fucking cases go through and she does have to go to court and all that bullshit, she is going to come back and say, Feisty is the reason why I had a miscarriage. And that's why I'm recommending to let this shit go so that she can't keep using you as the fucking reason why her life is so fucked up or whatever. That's my opinion. That's all. Don't mean nothing. I think you're giving them ammo, and I could potentially see Gabby popping out with another miscarriage and blaming it on Feisty because of the court summons. Sorry. And if you don't like to hear my opinion, then sorry, but it's a public show. It's my show. Thank you for the pumpkins. Yeah, no, she's not pregnant. We already know she's not pregnant, but she's gonna pop back out and fucking say she had a miscarriage and blame Feisty for it. Hello? Exactly! And she's gonna keep blaming you. And people will fucking keep believing it, and then this shit will never go away. That's why I'm saying stop giving these bitches any ammo. The holidays are coming. I have said, and nobody will tell you I've said this because it's not salacious, but I have said, Gabby fucking comes for you because she knows you have a loyal support and followers, that you guys raise money for good and you delegate those funds to help people, and that's something she'll never be able to do. Believe that? You don't... Girl, mom, what the fuck are you even talking about? So you don't believe that Gabby could potentially pop out and blame a miscarriage on Feisty? You can't predict Gabby's behavior, but you're a loyal follower of fucking Feisty? Okay, fine. I'm just giving my opinion. To me, it doesn't seem that far-fetched to think that. She's bullshit. It's bullshit. No, hell no, she's not pregnant. I can show you right now how she's not pregnant. I fucking literally clipped it to my page because you guys need a fucking picture book sometimes. And I'm just out here trying to create them for you. I showed the receipts and yeah, you guys aren't hearing me, though. You're still fighting over stupid shit.
I don't think I'm pregnant.
You say foo thing about her, Duchess. Okay. No, I'm saying we don't believe anything Gabby's. No, I know. But there are other people. You're not the only people on this app. There are other people that believe Gabby. You see what I'm saying? There are new viewers. I mean, I have a video, my Full House video with Pink saying you're new here. Okay? There are billions of people on this app, and the reason why Gabby keeps getting away with it is because she's able to victimize herself. Think about it. Pregnancy, fertility, DV, the military, whatever else. These are all topics that are used to bring in sympathy. And Gabby is playing on another fertility hand. It's worked for her. And oh shit, Shy Sue, yo, congratulations. Shy Shu's in active labor, y'all. That's amazing. Congratulations. But everybody just wants to keep fighting. So I'm not here to contribute to the fight. I'm just here to let me play a little song. I don't fucking know what to say anymore. I was hoping fucking Fiesty would have stood down a little bit and said, all right, let's squash it, Swiftie. But nah. Perfect. This song's called Nobody's Listening. Actually, we changed it on accident. What the fuck? I was wondering, I read that wrong. Hold on. I read what wrong? Damn. Y'all just keep beefing. Alright, ready? Just let them beef it out, guys. Feisty don't want to hear nothing I have to say. Yo, Krashout Shawn, why don't you take a hike so we can get back to the original program? Yo, Shawn, I'm gonna mute you. Alright, I muted Shawn. We're gonna put her in timeout. Who's next? That don't mean you can keep attacking Shawn. Let's leave Shawn. What the fuck? I swear you said you were in active labor. Because I'm sick of them fighting. Feisty's not listening to what I'm trying to tell her, dude. Yeah, I know, but we already done established that. We need to move on. It's already been done. They just gonna keep fighting about it? Well, I'd stop talking now. I was saying, I think that if this shit continues, Gabby is going to try to pop out and manipulate people with another miscarriage and blame it on you. And say that it's court. It was the court that stressed her. That's what I think she's building up to. That's my conspiracy theory. We don't believe that she's pregnant, but there's other people on this app, guys. Who are you? I'm going to mute you too, bro. Like, what are you saying? I would say maybe. No, not give her a pass. But I don't know. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I don't give a fuck it. Do what you want to do to get. I don't fucking know. Whatever, dude. Do what you want to do. She ain't going to listen to me anyway. I'm just saying you can't put a price on peace. I would want to move on with this shit. Focus on the holidays and stick to like what it is that you do good with your platform. Because these bitches, they're not letting up. Like, they live for this shit. You know? I just like to see women just fucking rise above. You know? Freedom of speech? Yeah. Yeah. She's not held accountable. Right, but what if it's you again? When she pops out. She's not taking no response. She's fucking still lying that she's pregnant, dude. Same by Kaylee. You know, and another person will be done by Kaylee too. But it doesn't have to be you. And it doesn't have to be your husband or your family. You have a lot to lose. And they fucking get joy out of watching people like you, or maybe that are in better positions than they are, lose. Thank you. And I respect you too, dude. I just want to see the fucking, I don't know. Oh, where she's not pregnant? All right, I'll show you. Hold on. So this was from the 28th, 2 days ago. And then she popped on again today, standing in front of like a pregnancy test. And then she showed it and it said pregnant. But like nobody actually saw the pregnancy test. Like, you don't think I want this shit to... Yeah, you don't have anything to prove to any of these people. Your supporters, they support you regardless. Feisty, I suggest just, you don't owe them anything. You're not the one. It's people that follow you that have done a lot of this bullying shit, and you're the one that's fucking it all. It's all coming down on you. Don't fucking have to carry everything for these people. Yeah, you don't have to answer any more questions, and I'll make you a deal. I will not fucking comment on this again after today. If you don't speak on it, I won't speak on it. I don't claim to be the one. She's going to hell. I hope so. A lot of people do. But it's not up to you to be on a fucking time crunch or let people know play by play when that's going to happen. Move in silence. Don't let people know your hand, because when they know your hand, that's how your hand gets fucked up. Trust me. I know from experience. Hold on. This is Gabby. On the 28th at midnight, I guess.
I'm so fucking emotional.
Her supporters or her chat is telling her, maybe you're pregnant.
I don't think I'm pregnant.
I don't think I'm
so fucking
pregnant.
emotional. I mean, I am pretty emotional.
Yes, your supporters will support you no matter what, girl. Focus on the holidays and children and raising, like, people are going to be starving. They cut off EBT. There's so many good things that you could focus your energy on, and I would love to see that for you, because who else do we see doing some shit like that? It can't be me. I got like, what, 1,000 followers? Like, half this app fucking hates me just for opening my mouth, so.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we... It's impossible.
She is setting up the story here. Exactly.
I don't think I'm pregnant.
But her chat,
I'm fucking emotional.
and then you can see the light bulb switch on in her head.
I am pretty emotional.
Watch the blank stare.
I mean, yes, we...
She's like, light bulb. Light bulb.
It's impossible for me to get pregnant right now, you guys. There's no way I'm pregnant. I mean, it's probably just a fucking period. Yes.
Light bulb. Migraine cap.
Oh, I'm waiting till I get my period, and then we'll see what happens. I'm confused. You showed us your blood clot, and you said you had your period a few days ago. No, I didn't. That was in the first...
She hasn't even missed her period yet. Exactly. Point blank. Yep.
28 days, so almost at another 28 days. And I didn't really have a period. And like, well, it was weird. And I wasn't pregnant in that time because I took a test, but it was like a blood clot and then just like a light period in the time. Yeah, that was like, I went to the hospital on the 8th. I should get my period by the November 3rd. Because I had my period on October 4th. Yeah, 4th. Yeah, it was the beginning of October. Oh my gosh, what are my days, dude? Have you had any sickness? No. I feel fine. No, I just feel nauseous, and I think it's just my nerves. So he gave me ondansetron. But I don't really know. I don't know. Why did you go to the hospital on the 8th? I'm like, it was Wednesday, and I had parenting class, and I was like, I can't go to parenting classes. I have to go to the hospital. So October 8th, I was like, it was a ruptured cyst.
No.
That's what it was.
No, point blank.
But
We can go watch that after too.
this is all PC. I don't know what it is until I see my OBGYN on the 30th. I just feel like I'm a fucking mess. Like, I got, like, my uterus going fucking crazy on me, and then this is going on. I'm just like, my body is just, I'm like, come on, body, get it together.
No problem.
Because someone said that, Gabby, when you are being targeted so bad,
Here she goes with her
it ruins your
victim.
reputation when they slander and defamation and spread lies and destroy your family. It will always be on the internet. It's plastered that I'm a scammer, and I'm not. It's plastered that I'm an abuser. It's not. It's plastered that I'm a drug addict. I'm not. I've never been found guilty of that. It's that has ruined my reputation. It's probably why I cannot get a job.
Exactly.
And somebody said
She's not even late yet.
It's online. It's always gonna be there. Versus in a setting, in a real setting, in a school setting, the bully goes
Exactly.
and comes, goes and comes. But the social media is to stay for life. It will follow you through your entire life because it's permanent and it's there forever. And I honestly think that is why I'm trying so hard to get that closure. Because at the end of the day, it is gonna destroy me. And so I'm trying to not let it. And I'm trying to fight it.
See?
To not let it destroy me. To stand up and say, no,
She wants
this
to
is
fucking
wrong.
have the last word.
If that makes sense, I hope it does.
It does to me.
I'm just trying to find a way out.
She's just trying to find a way out. What do you think her way out is? That's what I see. And trust me, if she is a narcissist, like one thing about narcissists is they are so predictable. Literally, their patterns of behavior, once you understand them, like you can literally predict like what they're gonna do next, you know? It's crazy. But yeah, so shit. That's really all I have to say about that. Realistically, I don't think there's much left to be said. However, if other people speak on shit, I might speak on it too. But I think as far as like up to date, like that's everything. I mean, what I truly believe that that's Gabby's MO.